And all our cowering just makes us easier to step on. Albion needs this terror. It's how they consolidate their power.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. 1, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda.
No time to talk.
So back to me. So hey y'all, welcome to the new, what's it called? Call of Duty. I'm not Call of Duty Watch Dogs. My character's drunk.
Tell me about him, Bags.
Looks like he's a marked man. Clan Kelly put a bounty on his head.
Why?
He's an underground bare-knuckle boxer, a rather good one too. He managed to take down a mob-back favourite in his last match. Now they're sending out an enforcer to make sure he never wins again.
Ugh, only thing worse than a sore loser is a sore loser with a murderer on retainer. Bags, find me that enforcer.
Already done.
Auto drive now enabled.
So y'all, I'm back.
Auto drive now disabled.
I like the driving, y'all. To be honest, y'all, I was looking at this, thinking, should I really pre-order this game and play it for y'all? I didn't like how it looked on people live streaming, but I like it now. I like it.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Wrong.
Auto drive now disabled.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
First they take over the justice system, then they move in. So much for rule of law.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
Searching for whoever compromised this bot.
Let's keep our eyes peeled.
Nothing to
Clear over here. Don't see anyone. Nothing here. Stick to procedure. Moving on. Don't see anyone. We're all clear over here. Area clear. Moving on. Clear. ordering you to stand down! Bagley, what do we have?
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the hell?
All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards... Albion is systematically arresting people even before they rise up. Joke's on them. This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done.
Coming up today on the
Now, let's disrupt some of Albion's propaganda and give some hope to the people.
name, but no one knows too much about her. We only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty
Auto drive now
when she
enabled.
launched Broker Tech, the company that is
Auto
best
drive
known
now
for
disabled.
introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley.
Bagley is the most advanced, significant AI of our time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water. And I think that
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Sky Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker.
Auto drive now
Coming
enabled.
up today on The Upload, we're talking about Sky Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. We only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley.
Bagley is the most advanced, significant AI of our time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water. And I think that what Sky Larson's done with Bagley is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really imagine the optic without it. But what do you know about Sky Larson herself?
Not a lot, other than that she's actually pretty incredible. I've followed her work for a long time, and she's always been a pretty private person. I know that she supposedly grew up in the countryside, but there isn't actually that much more we know about her other than this tech that she's put out into the world.
I've always found it a bit creepy that she's so obsessed with this idea of transhumanism.
Why wouldn't you be? When you've got a mind as amazing as Sky's, why wouldn't you want to take what you've got and actually augment it by working with technology, by improving your physical self, changing your body and the world around you, implementing more technology to extend your life and really sort of extend human capabilities?
You sound pretty much in love with Sky Larson, I have to say.
I can't comment on that, but I am a big fan of her work. She's been one of these people that has transformed the world around us, and just watching how her mind works from afar is pretty incredible, because some of what the technology she has introduced has changed how we all live our lives, and Bagley has been this really incredible assistance to humanity as a whole. Did I ever tell you that I actually interviewed Sky Larson once?
Really? I thought she never spoke to the media.
Auto drive now
So
disabled.
this was a long time ago, back in the day when she was a little bit more accessible, and she was one of these people that just had an amazing presence. You were inspired by her very being, and she was just incredibly talented and knowledgeable, and one of...
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.
inside your vehicle at all times. Visit the Albion site for up-to-date borough crime statistics. For your safety, please avoid high crime areas. Reminder, refrain from loitering. The current threat level is severe. Heightened security measures are in effect throughout London city limits. Albion's authority keeps everyone safe.
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Those Albion pricks putting their ugly stamp on everything. It makes me sick just looking at it.
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
On it.
A reminder from the City of London. Keep all documentation and identification up to date. ID checks and searches keep London safe. You have nothing to fear if you have nothing to hide. Attention! Illegal entry into London is a security risk. Do not compromise your safety or the safety of others. Report all illegal persons directly to the authorities. A reminder that any modifications or installation of illegal programs to your optic is a punishable offense. It compromises your security and the security of London. Attention. Basic cybersecurity awareness is your responsibility. Tampering with your assigned optic device will leave you vulnerable and is a punishable offense. Attention. All activity in association with extremist groups is a punishable offense. Individuals inciting and promoting disorder are a threat to London security. You have been warned. If you suspect you've been a victim of hacking by an unknown party, report the incident to the authorities immediately. Don't be the weak link in the chain. A digital security breach affects everyone.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Control, send an ambulance to my location. Be advised, we are on the trail. Where did they go? Shit!
Negative. Suspect is gone. Issue an APW.
If you hijacked that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What now?
We're already seeing results from what you've done. That list we found named a journalist in Camden who's been investigating Albion. We reached out and he's got information that can help us. I think you should meet with him.
Forward me the coordinates.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Couldn't be so lame.
Huh? No, that's not... You're not listening to me.
A little birdie told me you needed help.
You're the crew that's been sticking it to Albion. Can't believe someone else is. Thought I was alone, right? Not doing much, just putting the word out. But you? Taking action, mate.
Someone has to, don't they? Anyway, what have you got for us?
Almost got clipped finding this. All of Albion's operational data for the entire city. Convoy routes, surveillance targets, assets. It's all there. Thinking you can make good use of that.
You'll get no argument from me.
Here's a sample. Albion's closed King's Cross to the public, right? What people don't know is that they're using it as their logistics centre. Materials, troops, whatever. A lot of it runs through there. You want to give the people a huge boost? Hit that place. Put it out of commission, and you'll severely hamstring Albion's operations here in Camden. Hell, everywhere.
Then that's our move.
Seriously, no, hold on. Sure. Yeah, I guess. No, listen. Just breathe, all right? Okay. Yeah, no, that's great. Absolutely. If you can, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, honestly, if you wouldn't mind, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much, yeah? No, I'm listening. Yeah. Yeah. Right. No. Okay. Huh? Yeah, all right. Right. No. Okay. Huh? Yeah, all right. Huh? No. That's not... You're not listening to me. No, I'm listening. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, that's great. Absolutely. If you can, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, honestly, if you wouldn't mind, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much, yeah? Seriously, no, hold on. Sure. Yeah, I guess. No, listen. Just breathe, all right? Right. No. Okay. Huh? Yeah, all right. Seriously, no, hold on. Sure. Yeah, I guess. No, listen. Just breathe, all right? No, I'm listening. Yeah. Huh? No, that's not... You're not listening to me. Okay. Yeah, no, that's great. Absolutely. If you can, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, honestly, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be fantastic. Thank you very much, yeah? Right. No. 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 Okay. Huh? Yeah, all right. Seriously, no, hold on. Oh, sure. Yeah, I guess. No, listen. Just breathe, all right? Uh-huh. 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 No, I'm listening. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? No. That's... You're not listening to me. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's great. Absolutely. If you can, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, honestly, fantastic. Thank you very much, yeah? Seriously, no, hold on. Oh, sure. Yeah, I guess. No, listen. Just breathe, all right? Right. No. Okay. Huh? Yeah, all right.
That's
No,
odd.
I'm listening. Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
going on? Yes?
Bagley here. How did everything go earlier?
I might have just found us some fresh meat. Ready?
Okay, but... No, you sure? All right, I hear you. Yeah, no, it sounds good.
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Skye Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her, and we only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley.
Bagley is the most advanced, significant AI of our time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water. And I think that what Skye Larson's done with Bagley is absolutely incredible.
Okay.
A little birdie told me you needed help.
You're the crew that's been sticking it to Albion. Can't believe someone else is. Thought I was alone, right? Not doing much, just putting the word out. But you? Taking action, mate.
Someone has to, don't they? Anyway, what have you got for us?
Almost got clipped finding this. All of Albion's operational data for the entire city. Convoy routes, surveillance targets, assets. It's all there. Thinking you can make good use of that.
You'll get no argument from me.
Here's a sample. Albion's closed King's Cross to the public, right? What people don't know is that they're using it as their logistics centre. Materials, troops, whatever. A lot of it runs through there. You want to give the people a huge boost? Hit that place. Put it out of commission, and you'll severely hamstring Albion's operations here in Camden. Hell, everywhere.
Then that's our move.
Is pretty incredible because some of what the technology she's introduced has changed.
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Skye Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but...
Albion's operational plans are just what we needed to really get some traction. We'll have to take a close look at this. Now, how do we take King's Cross offline?
Albion's housed a massive hybrid-powered generator in there. Getting to that generator ain't gonna be easy. They've locked it up tighter since I last saw.
Suggestions?
My news drones are still in here. They should be functional. You can use one of them. Probably have better luck piloting it too, yeah?
Well, causing a power surge in a hybrid-powered generator isn't like making a toasty. We're going to need detailed specifications.
Suppose we should check it out. Check this out.
Cool, looks bloody complicated. News he's got a pretty functional camera. Would a picture do you, Bagley?
It would indeed. According to this, there's an override code that'll get us into the generator's system. That's it. Use the code on the generator and I can trigger a power surge.
It should be enough to take King's Cross offline. And the rail system too.
Here we go.
We got a gold mine of information out of St. Pancras. Albion convoys, informants, gear, you name it. Everything we need to ignite the people of London, like we did in Camden. Derail Albion's operations and give the people a reason to rise up, borough by borough. The more we do that, the more we'll get allies flocking to the cause. We'll show London that DedSec is here for them.
That was off the chain, mate. I knew DedSec weren't the bad guys Albion was saying. Now the rest of Camden will too. Thanks.
Thanks.
Now that you've shown the borough what DedSec is really all about, there are going to be folks wanting to join up. A lot of people have been looking for a way to fight back. In fact, there's one in particular I suspect will contact you very soon. I happen to know they're champing at the bit.
At this point, I think we'll take all comers. DedSec needs people.
Well, fuck me, you're still alive. I owe Sabine a tenner. Not only that, but your resistance handiwork just opened up a whole new source of information. So now I spy with my hypothetical eye something interesting at the Ministry of Civic Management.
What is it?
The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR Reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
Time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water, and I think that what Skye Larson's done with Bagley is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really imagine the optic without it. But what do you know about Skye Larson herself?
Not a lot, other than that she's actually pretty incredible. I've followed her work for a long time, and she's always been a pretty private person. I know that she's supposed to grew up in the countryside, but there is
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Skye Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her, and we only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley.
Bagley is the most advanced, significant AI of our time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water. And I think that what Skye Larson's done with Bagley is absolutely incredible.
If you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together instead of alone.
All right, I'm here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area. That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Okay, this is actually getting a bit creepy.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit, for some reason I can't clone it to our servers. All right, access the network here and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one. Located the CTOS hub. Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
So, Bagley, how do we get our hands on this AR reconstruction tech?
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I can recalibrate it to the DedSet network and clone my own version.
What? Take the physical server off the roof? How exactly do you expect me to manage that?
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
All right, so where do I find this heavy lifter?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Obviously. Thank you, Bellend.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates.
Without it. But what do you know about Skye Larson herself?
Not a lot, other than that she's actually pretty incredible. I've followed her work for a long time, and she's always been a pretty private person. I know that she supposedly grew up in the countryside, but there isn't actually that much more we know about her other than this tech that she's put out into the world.
I've always found it a bit creepy that she's so obsessed with this idea of transhumanism.
Why wouldn't you be when you've got a mind as amazing as Skye? Why wouldn't you want to take what you've got and actually augment it by working with technology, by improving your physical self, changing your body and the world around you, implementing more technology to extend your life and really sort of extend human capabilities?
You sound pretty much in love with Skye Larson, I have to say.
I can't comment on that, but I am a big fan of her work. She's been one of these people that has transformed the world around us, and just watching how her mind works from afar is pretty incredible, because some of what the technology she's introduced has changed how...
Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks efficient too.
You look like the sort who might want to take back their city.
Are you with DedSec? If you are, I could use your help.
Perhaps. What's the situation?
I needed money for a medical bill, so I borrowed money from the Kellys. I've been trying to work off the debt, but they keep adding to it, saying I owe them more. If you can settle the score with them, I'd appreciate it.
All right. We'll see what we can do.
Clan Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
Okay.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. You're listening to The Bug, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the Resistance is not going well.
Again? Well, there has been some news about DedSec, the Resistance and/or terrorist organisation, delete according to preference. Not preference, sorry, delete according to whether or not you work for the government, SIRS, Bloom, the Kellys or Albion. According to a SIRS official, DedSec is no longer a threat, which I guess is true in that it was never a threat in the first place.
Looks like these Kelly vermin have built themselves a nice little nest. Quite the operation.
You're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clan Kelly would have stored the debt records on.
DedSec's never been stronger. But I do worry, Alice. I mean, some
don't have the right tool for the job. You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to... the situation.
And every resistance that I've ever seen is weaker than the British power. I feel like
This area is being recorded by the TV.
Right, you can erase all record of their debt, putting our new friend back into the black and, more importantly, out of Clan Kelly's reach.
Abrel?
You're about to get 12 in the face, arsehole! Better watch out! I'm pissed off! All units, I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Got it. Watch for hostiles, people. Control, I've lost the target.
not going well.
Proceed. Returning to HQ, over.
Well, there has been some news about DedSec, the resistance and/or terrorist organisation, delete according to preference, not preference, sorry, delete according to whether or not you work for the government, SIRS, Blue, the Kellys, or Albion. According to SIRS officials, DedSec is no longer a threat, which I guess is true in that it was never a threat in the first place. Reminds me of when my great aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, Andy, that surgeon's a real threat, waggling that knife at me, trying to knock me out. Well, they call a scalpel and an anaesthetic, Gladys. Anyway, if SIRS officials say DedSec is dead and buried, I guess we have to assume that DedSec has never been stronger. But I do worry, Alice. I mean, sometimes I think, is there any hope? Do you still have hope?
I don't think I'm allowed to have hope. We're living in the self-selected, algorithmically designated information equivalent of a propaganda state. And every resistance that I've ever seen is weaker than the British pound. I feel like hope is an expensive thing to buy these days.
Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation.
Thinking about thought, thinking about what
While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for DedSec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead. Right, you can erase all record of their debt, putting our new friend back into the black and, more importantly, out of Clan Kelly's reach.
Abrel?
Transfer complete. Ah, cannabis and fentanyl together at last through the miracle of genetics.
Whatever happened to good old-fashioned cocaine?
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. You're listening to The Bug, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network.
Good news! Your debt to the Kellys has been wiped, so you're free. Next time, try not to let the gangsters balance your books,
What a relief. You know, despite what I've heard recently, you lot are really decent.
DedSec could always use more people. Interested?
All right, mate. I'm in.
DedSec is no longer a threat, which I guess is true in that it was never a threat in the first place. Reminds me of when my great aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, Andy, that surgeon's a real threat, waggling that knife at me, trying to knock me out. What they call a scalpel and an anaesthetic, Gladys. Anyway, if SIRS officials say DedSec is dead and buried, I guess we have to assume that DedSec has never been stronger. But I do worry, Alice. I mean, sometimes I think, is there any hope? Do you still have hope?
I don't think I'm allowed to have hope. We're living in the self-selected, algorithmically designated information equivalent of a propaganda state, and every resistance that I've ever seen is weaker than the British pound. I feel like hope is an expensive thing to buy these days.
I mean, is it all totally pointless? Or, I mean, it can feel pointless, but then again, I've spent almost all of my life doing pointless things like watching sport, thinking about watching sport, learning French and hoping for a better future. All completely pointless. But yeah, I've done them, so we might as well carry on. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Yes, I think there is. Unfortunately, what is that light? Is it an oncoming train? Well, no, it couldn't be. Obviously, that train would be late or cancelled. Is the light at the end of the tunnel a burning effigy of the concept of hope? quite possibly. Is it the soul of Sky Larson imploding into its own vacuum? No. Is it the ego of Nigel Cass that is now so big that it's sucked all the light in the universe into itself? I think that is most likely. Is that, but we'll never give up, Bug fans. This resistance will never die. And one day, we will again be free. Free from these technological chains, free to choose our own futures, free to live our own lives, free to waste our time watching people bake cakes and dance badly again. Those were the days. Over and out. Before we go, time for a quick bug off. I'm going to nominate this week Sky Larson here at the Bug. We are all in favour of strong, powerful women. And in many ways, Sky is the ultimate feminist icon, treating women to be just as abominably awful things to this planet as men. I mean, overall, Alex, I think we're fine, men, but you lot are catching up. Fair play.
In pursuit.
Fair play to you.
I repeat, we are in pursuit. Target breached the checkpoint.
No sign of the target. Over.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the Optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the Optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the Optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes.
Auto drive now enabled.
Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just...
DedSec resurgence have prompted Parliament to approve the use of lethal force for Albion contractors. CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
DedSec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic but necessary...
You joined at the right time. Here, your new Optic.
Moment of truth, right? I can't be part of DedSec and still try to carry on like normal.
Look around. Sirs and Albion have just invented a new normal.
I know it's a war zone, and I want to do my part, but I don't know if I can just walk away from it all.
I won't lie, we're all making sacrifices. But protecting what you love is always worth it.
Yeah. You're right. I'm ready.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Right. Welcome aboard, etc., etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
Moving out.
Auto drive now enabled.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The...
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive. No.
Oh! Keep it together. Keep it together.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
It is imperative that you comply quickly. Deploy combat measures.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. You have reached your destination.
Oh God. Oh God. I know.
I'm here.
I'll highlight the with the AR reconstruction software. It's out of reach, so you'll need to use a heavy cargo drone to steal it.
All right, servers loaded in your vehicle. You're good to go. Try not to blow up, yeah?
Don't worry, I passed my driving test with flying colours.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This will do. Remain in the area until I've downloaded enough data to the server. Download complete. I need a wider sample of data, so I'm pushing you the coordinates to a new location. This is brilliant. Look at this. It's compiling data from the surveillance infrastructure. Nearby CTOS drones, civilian optics, CCTV, and then it assembles those scraps into what happened in this location 24 hours ago. Fantastic. You're too far. I'm served from your optic, so I need you to stay within range.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
All right, scraping data from optics, CTOS cameras, microphones, laptops. Say, do you reckon SRS uses this to watch people shag? Fucking hell, do they use it for anything but watching people shag? Transfer complete. I'm missing one last data set. Pushing you the coordinates to the location now.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target.
Help bags! They're still on me!
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete. All right, I've got it. Now, we can't lug around this server forever. We should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
Go on.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit. The electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones. So, you know, run!
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. It's hard to believe that there can be shortages of food and medicine in an advanced country like ours. And yet,
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We pulled off a heist, made life a bit harder for the tyrants of the world, and most importantly, I got a new toy to play with. Now, run along back to the safe house. Sabine wants you and your new teammates for a briefing.
those old government promises of adequate food turned out to be just enough. Today we're short.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
I'm in. I want to take on the profiteers exploiting London for their own gain.
And Albion. The PMC's occupying the city like a war zone and beating anyone who speaks out.
Lest we forget Clan Kelly either. Their little fiefdom gets larger and more dangerous by the day.
Fair, But remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
I found a lead that may help us unravel more about Zero Day and the bombings we ate shit for. I've picked up an encrypted signal from the Tone conference site that's been broadcasting on a loop since the night of the bombing. Go investigate. You might even get to try out that fancy new AR tech we stole. I mean, creatively shared.